Hello, I'm Andrew Sharman. In this episode, I'd like to talk about nothing. Yep, nothing, nada, zilch, zero, the big fat round O. You see, it's everywhere, isn't it? In the airport this morning, a sign saying zero tolerance for verbal abuse. In the hotel last night, a zero liability for damage to my laundry. Zero emission cars, zero fat salad dressing, zero caffeine coffee, zero sugar candies. There's a skateboard called Zero, a clothing brand. There's even a town called Zero. So it's no wonder that we've adopted zero so wholeheartedly in our profession, is it? But zero is elusive. Let's step back and trace its origins. Zero, the word, comes from the Italian zefiro, which itself is derived from the Arabic safira. Safira means empty, nothingness. You know, the big issue that I have with zero is the language that surrounds it. You see, zero is an absolute. It's either zero or it's something else. Zero, I think, motivates only perfect people. The rest of us are motivated by the opportunity to make mistakes, to learn, to grow, to develop. It's the bedrock of business, isn't it? The concept of continuous improvement. So why is it that we're so absolute when it comes to safety? Now, to make myself clear, I'm not suggesting that any number of accidents is acceptable. There will be those people that will argue that if you don't have a target of zero, what should your target be? I think the answer is striving to keep people safe is a valiant target and objective to have. But using zero as a key performance indicator is something that's off-putting and taking us down the wrong track. You see, typically we associate safety performance with accident rates. We know the curve very well, that over a period of time, the more we work to improve safety, we expect to see the number of accidents reducing in our organization. But safety is the only area of our business where we seem content in measuring failure. On the shop floor, we measure productivity and efficiency. In quality, we measure customer satisfaction. And in HR, we measure levels of employee engagement. Safety is the only area in our business where we measure failure. But the trouble is that none of us like to fail. And with a target of zero, some of us may fail regularly to achieve that target. Why is it that we rely on lagging indicators like accident rates? Well, I think because it's easy to measure. It's easy to benchmark. And perhaps also because we've always done it like that. We've got to get away from that big round zero, though. We need to evolve our thinking. Intuitively, we know that leading indicators are helpful to us to see and plan towards the future. What is a leading indicator? John Donny of the Campbell Institute in the United States of America says a leading indicator is one that's proactive, preventive, and predictive. And I think that serves as a great starting point for us. Let's not get carried away when we set our performance indicators. Think about the dashboard in your car. You have probably just two primary indicators, right? Something that's monitoring your speed and something that's monitoring your revs. There may be some other secondary indicators, but those two primary indicators are all you need to know to be able to drive your car. The secondary indicators, things like your fuel gauge, your oil level and your engine temperature, are helpful to allow us to plan our driving and to flag up any issues as they arise. It's important to remember that your key performance indicators for safety might be different for other organizations in your sector, or indeed within your own organization. There's three keys to success for setting safety performance indicators. The first is to make them clearly defined. Working with a group of executives at a large multinational organization recently, only 1 in 12 of them was able to explain just what kind of accidents were being measured in the monthly data report packs they received. Set out your definition for what it is that you're measuring and make sure it's clearly understood. If the process line operator on the shop floor or the boardroom exec doesn't understand what it means, ask yourself if it's really adding value to your business. The second point is to align your key performance indicators for safety with the broader strategic aims and objectives of your organization. This way, it'll be much easier for you to get buy-in, commitment, and support for driving safety forward. And finally, the third point is to make them refined. It's okay to change your key performance indicators over a period of time. As your progress and organizational maturity develops, look back at your indicators and see whether they're still encouraging you to drive forward. If they're not, review, revise, and change them. So the challenge then in safety performance is to use the numbers and not let them use you. The great boxer Muhammad Ali said, "Don't count the days, make the days count." How do you look at safety in your business? Do you measure what you value or value what you measure? Thanks for watching. See you next time.